right, as Pandosoft. So welcome to our presentation. This is Pandosoft, technology powered by community. This is a true blue community project, right? Now, Pandosoft's project, right, is of course made up in three parts. We have our mission, vision, and we have our goal. So our mission is to empower millions of people by disrupting the streaming industry and turning people's computers into money-making machines. That is exactly what our mission is, and that is exactly what we're doing here. Especially for people in India, imagine this. Imagine every household in India with a laptop and Wi-Fi, and they can turn their computers into money-making machines. Do you know how they can change the whole of India, right? The state of India itself. I think the people here will benefit the most. And now with the vision, our vision is that we envision communities coming together, being rewarded with Panda tokens by creating, posting, and watching content on a blockchain-powered decentralized streaming platform. Essentially, what Pandosoft really is. Pandosoft is a blockchain-powered video streaming platform with 4 world-class applications. Now, the reason why we're using blockchain is because that is a solution for a multi-billion-dollar problem called lag. And when we decentralize, essentially, the entire video streaming platform, what happens is that we completely change the game. We move things around, and we will understand exactly how we do that in a bit. Now, our goal as Pandosoft is to design, develop, deploy, and decentralize the video streaming industry using a blockchain-based peer-to-peer delivery network. And in this delivery network, this is exactly how we get to decentralize the entire video streaming platform. That is what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build a blockchain-based peer-to-peer delivery network with your computer, with your Wi-Fi. That is exactly what we're doing. Now, the project, in a nutshell, it is made up in 2 parts, right? The project here is made up by the Pando network governance and the 4 applications. It is as simple as that. There's really nothing else to it. It is made up by the Pando network governance, which is held by the Megatron, Metatron, and Rematron. These are 3 softwares that we have. The Megatron software in India, we have one. In Malaysia, we have one. In Singapore, we have one. In Thailand, Korea, Brunei, Indonesia, all over the world, we will have one Megatron in each country. So essentially, the Megatron here is the country office. It is the brain software, right? We will only have 20 to 30. It is in charge of initializing or starting the block within the blockchain. The term is the Genesis block, right? So that means it is in charge of creating the first block and every other block that comes after that. So the Megatron here is held by very, very important people, essentially the leaders of each country, right, in Pandosoft. It is holding the full ledger of the Pando network. That means it sees all the transactions, right, within the entire Pando network. And mind you, we will have quite a lot of transactions. I would say millions and millions of transactions per second, right? Now, the entire transactions is happening, the entire activity that's happening within Pandosoft, it will all be transparent within the Megatron. The Megatron will hold the full ledger of the Pando network, and it is also the first layer of security, right? Which is really important. The Metatron here is what we're really looking at in terms of our leaders in India, right? Because the leaders in India here, they are the country office representative, and the Metatron software itself, we only have 15,000, right, worldwide. But right now, what we have done is that we have realized that, hey, you know what? We actually only need about 1,500. A couple months ago, we sat down and we did the numbers, and we realized we only needed 1,500 at this very point of time, right? And we only have about 127 Metatrons left, if I'm not mistaken, about 127 Metatrons left. That's worldwide. And it will be sold out extremely soon, especially with India in the equation, right? Now, the Metatron here in the blockchain itself, the Metatron is in charge of finalizing the block that is created by the Megatron. So as you can see, there's the Megatron that starts the block initializer, and the Metatron here that finalizes the blocks. That's how the blockchain is created by our own software. So what does that mean? That means Pandosoft doesn't use other people's blockchain. We do not rent a blockchain. We don't use another person's technology. Pandosoft is an IT company, and we have created all of the technology in order for us to make this entire project possible, right? Now, the Metatron node here, the software, we're talking about the software, not the people that hold the Metatron. The Metatron here it holds partial ledger of the network, right? That's why we decentralize. That's how we decentralize, because the Megatron here holds the full ledger, and the Metatron here holds partial ledger, and we will have 15,000 worldwide, and it is the second layer of security. Now, the Megatron and Metatron here is what is decentralizing, right? It's creating the blockchain for us to decentralize the entire video streaming industry. And how we're decentralizing the entire video streaming industry is with the Ramatron, right? With the Ramatron, what we are doing is we are going to change the way that people stream. Now, anybody with a computer and a Wi-Fi at home, right, they can start streaming, right? They can start streaming seamlessly as long as they have a Ramatron. Now, let's just say I don't have a Ramatron, but my neighbor has a Ramatron. I will be able to enjoy seamless streaming as well, because whenever I am trying to watch a video on any one of our 4 applications, I will request data, and I will try to, let's just say I try to upload a video even, right? I'm sending the data as well to the Ramatron. Or if I'm trying to watch a video, I'm requesting data from the Ramatron. That's what the Ramatron does. We have 1 million of these Ramatrons. And what these Ramatrons act as, it acts as a mini server at home. And imagine 1 million Ramatrons worldwide. What are we creating? We're creating a worldwide decentralized tower with our Ramatrons. And the Ramatron's role here is to relay and translate data files, right? Between content creators and to the platform, between viewers that wants to watch videos and in the platform. So either way, whether you're uploading content or you're trying to watch content, it is all going through the Ramatron. And the Ramatron here is the third layer of security. So as you can see, Pandosoft, the Pando network governance, is made up in 3 softwares, 3 parts, and 3 roles, right? The Megatron, Metatron, and the Ramatron. With the Megatron and Metatron, that's how we make the blockchain possible. With the Ramatron, that's how we are decentralizing the entire video streaming platform, right? So in all of the node holders here, very important, will have the opportunity to earn a lifetime unlimited income for participating in the network. That's why we call this the Pando network governance, right? It is governed by who? It is governed by the people. And that's why our slogan as Pandosoft is technology powered by the people, because the Megatron, Metatron, and Ramatron is not held by robots. It is held by us, the people, the community. That's how we work, right? And now we have the products. So we built the platform, guys. We built the platform, and we also have built our own products to place on the platform, which is Pandojo, TutorX, ShowUs, and Pandogo, right? Now, let's take a look at the problem here. Now, Pandosoft is created, of course, when we realize, hey, there's a multi-billion-dollar problem that's going on worldwide, right? And we need to figure out a way as an IT company to solve this problem, right? What is the problem that we're looking at? What is this multi-billion-dollar problem? Lag. Lag, in other words, last mile delivery problems, is a global issue that we are facing in a growing digital age, which disrupts connecting, sharing, earning, growing, and even learning. When I say even learning, I mean, think about this. Kids all over the world, whether they're in the city or in the village, right now we are all studying from home, right? Because of the situation that's happening, and that has caused the entire education industry to move towards e-learning. But let's look at the countries that we are in. Is India in a proper? Does India have a proper infrastructure for kids all around the country to learn online, right? Can they? They can't. In Malaysia or even in Indonesia or Thailand, can we do that? We can't. Even kids in the city. Even my little sister, who is in we are in the smack middle of KL, right? She can't even study just because of very poor Wi-Fi. Our infrastructure in our countries is not good. My sister can't even sit for examinations sometimes. And imagine the kids that are suffering even more worse. They don't have the accessibility to learning. And earning is a totally different thing. What about content creators? Some content creators, they can't even upload videos right now, right? Some of them barely can even load up the Google page. What about connecting and sharing? I sometimes, when I want to speak to my family members in Australia, and the call just keeps dropping off. It just keeps dropping off because we'll find out why, right? Now, this is where the problem really starts. Lag is faced when we are using other centralized platforms because they all use the CDN server, which is the sole reason for lag. Now, the CDN server, basically, it is a server that's being used by Facebook, WhatsApp, Zoom, YouTube, Netflix, essentially all of the platforms that we know, right? All of these famous platforms, they all use CDN server, right? Which is the sole problem. I'll explain to you why the CDN server is causing all of these issues. But now comes the solution, right? We've spoken about the problem. Now comes the solution. With our Ramatron technology, we are going to bring a better streaming experience through decentralization technology powered by blockchain. This is where blockchain, our technology, right, comes in as a multi-billion solution, actually, right? So now let's take a look at the problem. Let's really visualize the problem here, right? As a content creator, okay, I'll give you guys a better example. Now let's take a look at the Penang Bridge, okay? Or let's just say the bridge between India and Sri Lanka. I'll just give you guys a very, 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 very cool example. Now we're taking a look at this bridge, right? There's 80,000 cars that wants to go through this bridge, okay? Now this bridge is the CDN server, right? And these 80,000 cars are data or videos that wants to be sent from the users through the CDN server to YouTube or to WhatsApp or to Zoom or to Facebook or to Zoom or to anywhere, right? Or to Netflix even, right? So 80,000 cars is going to go through one bridge. What is going to happen exactly? We're looking at, high infrastructure costs because the bridge, the CDN server is taking up the load of 80,000 videos, 80,000 data files every single second. We're not talking about hour here, guys. We're talking about seconds, right? 80,000 video files, data going through one server, one single server in 1 second. So it's going to cost extremely, extremely expensive for YouTube, for Facebook, for WhatsApp, for Zoom, for all of these platforms that we use for them to maintain their platform, right? It's extremely high cost. And then on top of that, 80,000 cars or 80,000 video files going through one server in that very second, it's going to cause lag, it's going to cause disruption, it's going to cause congestion, right? Very poor quality streaming. But here's the solution, guys. When we take a look at this bridge, right, or the server, and we realize, hey, this is a centralized delivery network. What are we? We are Pandosoft. We have a blockchain-powered video streaming platform, right? And we are powered by decentralized technology. So we're taking something centralized. We're taking the centralized delivery network, and we are decentralizing it. How? We are replacing that server, that CDN server, with our 1 million Ramatrons. Instead of using one bridge, we're using our 1 million Ramatrons, 1 million tiny little bridges. So we have the same 80,000 cars, or the same 80,000 videos or data files going through 1 million Ramatrons. What is going to happen exactly? Every single Ramatron is taking up a little bit of the load, making the entire network stronger, correct? So that means there's low to no infrastructure costs because one Ramatron is not taking up the load of 80,000 cars. It's one Ramatron taking up the load of one video, one car. That's how we're doing it. And on top of that, you're talking about seamless streaming, not even high quality streaming. You're talking about seamless streaming that you have never experienced like before. Because there's only one car and one bridge. What do you think is going to happen? Super fast speed. So this is the solution here, guys. Instead of using a bottleneck, right, 80,000 cars going through one small little bridge, instead what we're doing is this 80,000 cars, 80,000 video files going through each and every Ramatron within our Pando network, which is 1 million, right? That's how we are decentralizing the entire video streaming platform, right? So now the question comes, how does a Ramatron work? It's really simple. The Ramatron here, the Ramatron software is a peer-to-peer technology that runs on your computer, right? That incentivizes the viewers to share their access bandwidth in order to relay and translate data files. In layman terms, the Ramatron just does this, right? I have a Ramatron at home, okay? I have a computer, I have a Wi-Fi, right? I have a Ramatron at home, okay? So my Ramatron is in charge of helping other people stream, right? Watch videos on any one of our 4 applications, or upload videos onto any one of our 4 applications. And every time my Ramatron helps somebody else stream or helps somebody else upload videos onto any one of our 4 applications, my Ramatron here generates Panda tokens. It generates a lifetime unlimited income. Guys, we're not talking about 80,000 cars, mind you. We're talking about hundreds and thousands of video files being translated every other second. And your Ramatron is responsible for that. So that's how a Ramatron generates Panda tokens, and that's exactly how a Ramatron functions. That is the sole purpose of a Ramatron. And the best part is it will not interrupt your daily tasks. And in each laptop or each notebook or each computer, you can hold up to 1,000 Pando tokens, right? Sorry, pardon me. You can hold up to 1,000 Ramatrons. I'm here thinking about Panda tokens so much. But each computer, right, guys, to be very serious, it can hold up to 1,000 Ramatrons. That's what we're looking at, right? That's the power of this. And if you have 1,000 Ramatrons in one computer, it will not interrupt your daily tasks. You are better off loading up 10 YouTube videos and watching it at the same time to tax your computer compared to having 1,000 Ramatrons in your computer, right? Now let's take a look at how to join as a Ramatron. In just 3 simple steps, all you have to do is, join Pandosoft, install your Ramatron, right? Number 2, connect your computer to your Wi-Fi. Why do you have to connect your computer to your Wi-Fi, right? Why do you need the Wi-Fi? Let's just say in a day, right, I have 50 gigs of data. Okay, I've got 50 gigs of data. And I end up using maybe 10 gigs in a day. Or let's just say I download VJ's blockbuster movie, Master, 10 times. I download it 10 times for no reason. So I end up using maybe 20 gigs. I have 30 gigs balance, right? So the Ramatron here will tap into the excess bandwidth that I have, which is 30 gigs of data that I'm not using. I'm not using the 30 gigs, right? So the Ramatron here will tap into the 30 gigs and it will use that bandwidth, that excess bandwidth that I am not using to help other people stream. So basically, you don't have to do anything extra. These are all things that you have. You have a computer at home and you have excess bandwidth at home. And now, you are now part of the multi-billion-dollar solution that Pandosoft has created that you own as a community partner. That is what we're looking at, guys. This is the solution that we have. So now this is the most important part, right? What can you earn as a Ramatron? Right now, before we launch next month, we have a very short affiliate program that's running right now, a referral program, which is affiliate reward 10%, Metatron introducer reward of 50 USD. Every time you introduce somebody to become a Ramatron through your referral link, you earn 4.5 USD. And every time you introduce a Metatron, right, you earn 50 USD. But that is before we launch. After we launch as Pandosoft, as an IT company, into blockchain, we've already launched. That means you're talking about our application has launched. Our Ramatron software is being downloaded by everybody. Our entire project has entered into blockchain, right? We are only looking at 2 earnings after launch for a lifetime: Ramatron node earning and global profit sharing of 10%. That is what we are looking at, right? So that means these 2 sources of income won't exist, because there's no way that we can have a referral program outside of blockchain, right? There's no way. On top of that, this is an IT company. So at the end of the day, we're only looking at these two types of earnings: Ramatron node earning and global profit sharing 10%. So now let's take a look at all of us here. If we have friends, if we have families, right? If we have a huge network, this is the place for you. Your affiliate and Metatron introducer rewards. For every Ramatron that is purchased through your referral link, you will earn 4.5 USD. For every Metatron that is purchased through your referral link as well, you will earn 50 USD. Now, Pandosoft only has 1 million Ramatrons for you to own. We only have 1 million Ramatrons. And for Metatrons, we only have about 160 plus. So I'm very, very, very picky with the Metatrons, because the Metatrons here are in charge of running the country. They are in charge of promoting Pandosoft, promoting Pandosoft to their network, bringing in advertisers after we launch. They are in charge of constantly, sharing and bringing in people into this platform, because that's the only way we get to build our community, through the Metatrons. The Metatron here is a very important role. However, the Ramatron here is an extremely important role as well. But the Ramatrons here, we have got 1 million. Metatrons, we've only have about 127. Right now, this is how the Ramatron node earning works. This is super cool. This is one of the best parts. Everybody that goes through this slide, they absolutely love this slide. Now, the more tasks, the more demand that your Ramatron does. The more tasks, the more demand. That means the more video files that your Ramatron helps other people translate to any one of our 4 applications. The more your Ramatron, in layman terms, the more your Ramatron helps somebody else stream or upload videos, That means the higher the task, the higher the demand. And if you are helping more people stream through your Ramatron, that means the higher your income, because every time you help somebody stream, you're generating Panda tokens, correct? Now, because there's more people uploading videos or watching videos, that means there's more activity. And when there is more activity, the higher the value of your Panda token. That means the value of your Panda token will increase based on the activity as well. So the more tasks, the more demand that your Ramatron does, the higher your income. And because of that, your value of your Panda token will increase as well, further increasing your income. That is the beautiful part about our project. As a Ramatron, this is one of the things that people get very riled up about. Now, this is where we are really going to go down into the maths. So the Ramatron here is a one-time purchase. It is unlimited income. It is lifetime income. And all you have to do, all these kids have to do, or a 70-year-old in Chennai have to do, is all they have to do is just switch on their computer. John is a Ramatron and just switch on their computer. That's all they got to do to be able to earn this. That's all. There's nothing else to it. Now, when we launch next month, that means we're launching our application, we're launching our blockchain, your Panda wallet is ready, your Ramatron software is ready, the entire blockchain system is ready, and people are downloading our application, people are starting to stream, people are starting to watch videos on our first ever application called Pandosoft, right? Which is launching next month. So on the first month, the total Panda tokens that your Ramatron generates, right? Because it's helping quite a number of people stream, helping quite a number of people upload videos. Your Ramatron here generates 100 Panda tokens. The value of the Panda token starts at 20 cents USD. Now your Ramatron here generates $20 US dollars, $20. Now in the second month, we've got more downloads. We have a community of about 100,000 people right now. Now we're looking at about 100,000 downloads on our first application. This has never been done before. Most of the time when people release applications, only then they start marketing, but we're doing it the other way around. We're building the community, we built the software, we built the blockchain, we built the ecosystem. Only then we're introducing the product, which is Pandosoft, our applications, right? So that means that we are building a community for them to, all of them, to download the application on the first day. What happens if that happens? What happens? Do you know what's the outcome? That means Pandosoft will be on the top 5 of the download list in the Google Play Store, in the App Store. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at going absolutely viral, guys. So on the second month, we've got more people downloading Pandosoft, more people streaming, more people uploading videos, more people using the application, more people getting into the application, people starting their careers in the application. So that all results in your Ramatron working harder. So now your Ramatron is generating 200 Panda tokens. The value of your Panda token has gone up to 50 cents USD because there's more activity within our network. There's more activity that's happening within our ecosystem. So that means the value of the Panda token has gone up to 50 cents USD. Now, in the second month, your Ramatron is earning you 100 USD. Now, let's skip to the fourth month. On the fourth month, Pandosoft will hold esports competitions. We will hold tournaments worldwide, all over India, Korea, Thailand, Japan, US. And these are all our country partners at the moment. So this is what we're already planning to do. So imagine this, worldwide, we are going viral. People are uploading videos like never before, watching videos like never before. Now your Ramatron here generates you 1,000 Panda tokens. The value of the Panda token has gone up to $1 USD. That means your Ramatron has now generated you 1,000 USD. And is this the limit? This is not the limit. If it goes up to $10 by the 7th month, you'll be earning 10,000 USD per Ramatron. Do you know what's the best part? This is only for one Ramatron. If you have 10 Ramatron, you're looking at 10,000 USD. If you have 20 Ramatron, you're looking at 20,000 USD. If you have 50, if you have 100, do the maths. Exactly. So this is the simulation that we have for you, right? Now, this is where your global profit sharing of 10% comes from. Now, every single Ramatron, right, that is in our network, let's just say Mr. Gopi has 50 Ramatrons. So he has 50 Ramatrons, right? Okay. So for every Ramatron that he has, he's receiving 10% global profit sharing. That means he's receiving 10% global profit sharing 50 times. That's what we're looking at here. Now, this is the Pandosoft revenue model. Join us as a pioneer before we launch. This is our revenue model, guys. We've got badges, predictions, in-house purchases, advertisements. Advertisements is what brings in YouTube $1.20 billion every 3 weeks. For VIP status, we have sponsorship tournaments. The esports tournaments, the esports industry is a $6.8 billion industry. It just started. It's very new. It's expected to hit about $10 billion, I think, in the next 3 to 4 years. It's growing extremely rapidly. Marketplace donations. Donations is what is the main revenue model for an application called Twitch, which is a online live streaming platform. It is this single revenue model right here has made them a multi-billion million-dollar company. Right now we have merchandise and we have subscriptions. Now, when we take a look at subscriptions, who uses subscriptions? The only revenue model for the company, Netflix. Netflix's main source of income is subscriptions. That here is part of our revenue model. It's not our only revenue model. It's part of our revenue model. It is what has made Netflix I think about 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 million dollars over, if I'm not mistaken. I think they've reached $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So these are our revenue models. Now let's take a look at the industries that we are tapping into. Now these are the industries. The video streaming industry is worth $842 billion. That is our first application. The live streaming industry, $247 billion. That's our first application as well. Essentially, all of our applications is using video streaming and live streaming. So combined, we are looking at $1 trillion, right? That's the industries that we're tapping into. The education industry, that's our second application. TutorX, $377 billion. The video game industry for Pandosoft, $256 billion. And the esports industry, $6.8 billion. We are very early to this party. The job industry, that's our third application. Show us. The film industry, that's our fourth application, Pandogo. And the advertising industry is worth $982 billion. And it is being exercised throughout all of our applications, guys. That's what we're looking at. Now, the Ramatron promotion, guys, the Ramatron is not worth 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 USD. It's only worth $50 USD. Why? Because I need everybody in India to have at least one Ramatron, if not 10, if not 50, if not 100, right? So we need to make it extremely affordable so we can power our entire network. India needs to be the leader of Pandosoft, and that's why I'm chasing. That's why I've been very aggressive with India. That's why we've been growing a lot in India as well. Now it's only $50 USD, and per Ramatron you get 10% global profit sharing. And all you have to do is that you have to switch on your computer, your Ramatron, for at least 40 hours per week. And switching on your Ramatron, right? Basically, you don't have to open up your computer and make sure that the screen is on. Your Ramatron can even run on standby mode, right? That's the best part. Now, once our project has launched into blockchain, the Ramatron price will be 300 USD and there's no global profit sharing. So we're launching next month, and that's why there's not even a sense of urgency. That's why there is urgency that's happening right now. Yeah. One more thing. We've opened up the slots to buy a Metatron node, especially for Mr. Gopi. Right, take a wild guess. What can you earn with a Metatron node? Metatrons here are considered partners, and we build partners to build businesses. All right. So what can I earn as a Metatron? This is very important. The Metatron here is, I will only give it to the people that have a really, really, really proper, huge network, and people who are passionate about Pandosoft, people who are really, really into Pandosoft and say, hey, I want to help this company grow. I want to make sure that I, help my people and share the same opportunity that I, Prasad Navranam, have shared with you, and you want to repay and pay forward, right? So now, as a Metatron, you'll be earning on top of that a lot, and I'm talking about serious income. Affiliate reward 10%. Metatron introduces a reward of $50. Now, this is where things get very interesting. 2.5% group sales reward. So every time somebody that, let's just say you introduce a Ramatron, right? You introduce a Ramatron, and this particular Ramatron here, he has a huge network, and he introduced 1,000 Ramatrons. So you'll be getting 2.5% out of 1,000 Ramatrons. For each Ramatron that is sold through your friend, right? Not even through you directly, but through your friend, you're receiving 2.5%. That's about $1.1 USD. So that's what we're looking at as a Metatron. This is amazing. But that's only now. And once we launch next month, this will be irrelevant, absolutely irrelevant, right? So this is the way for us to get people like, Mr. Gopi, like Tulasi, to come in and say, hey, you know what? I really want to be able to expand the network. I've got a huge network. I know a lot of people. So let me help people. And through that, I will be able to earn quite some dollars, right? That's what we're looking at. Now, after we launch, we're only looking at two things. Just like the Ramatron, we're looking at Metatron node earning. We're looking at global profit sharing of 20%. And the Metatron here earns 6 times more with Metatron earning. So that means earlier when you saw on the Ramatron, on the 4th month, you're earning 1,000 USD per Ramatron, right? But for the Metatron, you're earning 6,000 USD. That's why a lot of people are purchasing the Metatrons. And I've got to update this slide actually. We only have 127 Metatrons available, not 600. And you can only purchase one Metatron in one country. And on top of that, you get to double up your global profit sharing of 10% to 20%, guys. Now, the Metatron promotion here, join us as pioneers before we launch at 250 USD. We're giving it at a 75% discount, global profit sharing of 20%. Now, the duty of a Metatron here is to promote the Pando network, correct? Promote the project, promote this opportunity, this dream, this hope that people have, right? Per Metatron you purchase after introducing or purchasing 50 RT directly. So for you to be able to be eligible of 20% global profit sharing, right? 20% global profit sharing, you need to introduce 50 Ramatrons directly, right? And you must own at least one Ramatron node. Or on top of that, you have to switch on your Metatron for at least 95% of the time. Now, here's the difference. Your Ramatron software runs on your computer, but the Metatron software here needs to run on a server, on a cloud server, right? And all of our IT experts here, like Tulasi, can help you, right? Of course, set up your little cloud server, and it'll be extremely easy. You don't even have to do anything. Your Metatron here is generating you 6,000 USD by the 4th month, just over you just buying a Metatron node today. But your global profit sharing 20% here is extremely important, because imagine this, this is the figures. If Pandosoft, or when Pandosoft earns $20 billion, right, from our 4 applications, which is truly not that tough, looking at the industries that we're tapping into, we are dividing the $20 billion, right, by 12 months, because you're getting monthly, right, global profit sharing. It's not yearly, it's monthly, right, and it's divided by 15,000 Metatrons. So that equates to, when you times it by 20%, that equates to about 20,000 USD per Metatron node that you're earning monthly. 20,000 USD on top of your 6,000 USD or above, right? That's why this Metatron node here is selling like hotcakes. That's why people here are joining and saying, hey, if this is what it takes for me to be a Metatron, I will do it. You know, this is what gets them really passionate about the project, not just the Ramatron, but the Metatron as well. Now, once we launch into blockchain, your Metatron node will cost 1,000 USD, and there's no global profit sharing at all after we launch, right? Now, this is just a quick run through. I'm just going to walk you guys down with the blockchain that we have already created. We've already created it. This is ready to go. We're just running through trainings right now for our entire community, and we're getting them prepared to understand how exactly our Pando wallet will function, how exactly our blockchain looks like, how our blockchain works. Right, this is our Pando wallet. This is how we can sign up, how we can log in. There's 3 ways for us to log in, 3 ways for us to sign up as well. This is your Pando wallet. This is where you get to take a look at how much of Pando tokens, and this is where you get to, on top of that, send or receive Pando tokens. This is your wallet ID. This is this is your Pando wallet software, guys. This is where your Ramatron, your Ramatron will generate you Pando tokens, right? This is where your Pando tokens will go to. Same thing for Metatron. This is where your Pando tokens will go to, right? You get to send and receive Pando tokens as well. You get to deposit stake, because Pandosoft here works on stake, right? Staking. Your Ramatron here is only activated when you deposit stake. So when you purchase a Ramatron, you'll be receiving a certain number of Pando tokens for you to stake and activate your Ramatron or your Metatron, right? Now, recover your key store. This is for you to be able to reset your password, essentially, right? Transaction history. This is where you get to see exactly how much of Pando tokens have been sent out and exactly at what block, right? It's unlike any other. You guys can, if all of us here understand blockchain, we know exactly that this is the true nature of blockchain. The transparency here, right, is what we're looking at, right? Now, the Pando Explorer, this is what I mean by transparency. This is the blocks, transaction, and nodes, right? This is the overview. This is where you get overview, the list of blocks and transactions created within the Panda network by the Megatrons, Metatrons, and Rematrons. This is where you get to see the price of the Panda token, the 24-hour volume of transactions within, in USD, the market cap at the moment, the total supply of Panda tokens, the total circulation of Panda tokens right now, the amount that's staked at the moment, 24-hour transactions, how many transactions have happened, right? This is a complete overview. Imagine this. Imagine if your local bank showed you exactly how much that they have. Imagine if they showed you how much your current currency is worth, how much is in supply, how many transactions had happened, who had sent what exactly. This is what you call transparent. This is where we created the word trustless, because there's no need for trust, because everything is transparent here, right? This is where you get to see the blocks created, the transactions that's happened exactly from what exchanger on top of that, right? This is where you get to see the total number of activated Ramatrons, Metatrons, and Megatrons, right? The total staked within the Panda network, right? Now, this is your Ramatron software. This is what your Ramatron software will look like, the Ramatron ID. And this is where you get to put on your Ramatron or switch off your Ramatron. You don't have to uninstall for you to switch off your Ramatron. Let's just say you're going for a holiday, you need to switch off your Ramatron. You get to just click this, right? You get to just switch it off or switch it on. Now, this is where you get to activate your Ramatron from your Panda wallet. This is what ties your Panda wallet to your Ramatron. That means every time your Ramatron generates Panda tokens, it will be sent directly to your Panda wallet, right? Ready, set, go. This is where you get to enter your email or a referral code. This is a referral program as well that we have in blockchain. This is totally different from your Ramatron referral or your Metatron referral, right? Earn Panda token based on your activity, uptime, and Panda wallet balance, right? This is your status. This is where you get to see how many Ramatrons that you are connected with worldwide, and how much of video files or data have you sent onto the Panda network, right? This is all of the video file addresses that's transparent right here. This is where you get to check the status of your Ramatron as well, right? Referral here. Now, this is your PON and POE. Basically, your Ramatron earning is based on two things. It's based on your proof of network and proof of engagement, right? Let's not get into that right now. Basically, this is the total number of hours that your Ramatron is connected and the total number of video files that your Ramatron has relayed or translate. That is what generates you Panda tokens, right? Based on those two things. Backup, this is where you get to request for a backup for your Ramatron, just in case your computer shuts down or your computer crashes or anything like that. Don't worry, your Ramatron and your Panda wallet is safe, right? We almost forgot, we've got 4 world-class applications for you. We didn't stop pushing the limits after creating a multi-billion-dollar solution powered by Ramatron. We created these 4 apps to reinvent the world too. Now, this is where we're taking a look at the product that Pandosoft has created. Earlier, I explained to you how the Panda network governance functions, the role of the Megatron, Metatron, the Ramatron. Now we're taking a look at the product of Pandosoft, right? This is a sneak peek of Panajo and TutorX. I'll just skip through these, just run through these with you guys. Right, this is our first application, Panajo. We'll show you guys a little teaser that we've created. Take a look at that. That is our logo reveal. Live streaming reinvented. That is a slogan of Pandosoft, Panajo. Now, what is Panajo exactly? Let me just explain to you guys what our first application is going to be like, what it's all about, right? So Panajo here is an engaging online streaming application for gamers, content providers, event creators, and anyone who wants to build an online streaming channel. Right now, who is Panajo for? Panajo here is for live streamers, gamers, and viewers. It's basically for anyone who wants to live stream, upload videos, or just watch videos. Now, the best part is you get to build your audience on a platform that won't lock you into contracts, tie your hands, or take most of the profits. As we know it, if I am a content creator on YouTube or in Twitch or in Facebook, they take about 50 to 60% of my total earnings. Why do they do that? Because YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, WhatsApp, Zoom, all of these platforms, they all use CDN server and it's extremely high cost. I'll give you an example. In 2008, YouTube almost went bankrupt because their server, the cost of their server, YouTube CDN server, was $780 million. That almost costed them to go bankrupt. But in 2009, Google bought over YouTube and they managed to make about $1.05 billion in a year. Now they make $1.05 billion every 3 weeks, right? But let's not shy away from the cost. The cost here is $780 million, right? That's why they have to take 50-60% of their content creators' earnings, right? Because they have to dig into deep pockets here, guys, right? Into the pockets of their users. That's what Pandosoft doesn't need to do, because our entire network, our servers, right, is powered by your Ramatron. Our application, our entire technology is powered by you. That's why we don't need to open up multi-million dollar data centers and for us to maintain the data centers itself. We don't need to do any of that. It's all run by your computer and your access bandwidth. That's why it's so important. That's why this has created so many opportunities for people, and that's why we're giving back, right? Now, this is the differences between YouTube, Twitch, and Panajo, right? YouTube here, the users don't keep all the profits. Twitch, nope. Panajo, yes. And on top of that, the viewers as well. When you go onto Panajo and you watch an advertisement from a video, right? You're earning Panda tokens. Now, that's only happening in Panajo. Definitely not Twitch. Definitely not YouTube. Multiple camera angle. That's one of our technologies. We have that in Panajo. Twitch, no. YouTube, no. Upload videos and go live. Well, YouTube and Twitch, you need a third-party software, which costs you about $399 USD yearly. That's what it costs for you to go live on Twitch or YouTube. You need an OBS system. But for Panajo, it is free. We have an inbuilt live streaming button. So that means Tulasi's parents or Mr. Gopi or Tulasi herself or a 5-year-old, 10-year-old in Chennai or Abu Dhabi, they get to live stream from Panajo, right, for free with our inbuilt live streaming software. That means that a 70-year-old or a 10-year-old can start a brand new career in live streaming with Panajo. Not on YouTube, not on Twitch. That's not possible. But with Panajo, it is, right? So that means we're creating millions and millions and millions of jobs here with Panajo because we made it so accessible for the people. And it's free. That's the best part. So every time I upload a video as a content creator, whether I have 0 view, 1 view, or 1,000 views, I am earning. So imagine what a 13-year-old kid in Bangalore, right, that lives in a village that has all he has is a phone and he loves to play games and he has the Panajo application and every day he plays his games and he uploads it onto Panajo. He's earning an extra 300-400 USD. That's what we're looking at here, guys. This is exactly what we're looking at here. This is the opportunity that we are giving, right? This is what you call a revolution, live streaming reinvented, right? Now, why choose Panajo? Pandosoft gives you much more freedom and control over your channel and profits, multiple streams of income like subscription fees, donations from your audience, advertising revenue and product revenue, watch and earn. Viewers can watch advertisements and earn Panda tokens as rewards. So that means even if you don't have a Ramatron and all you have is a computer, you can go into Panajo, you can just leave your computer on and you can just watch advertisements all day long and you can earn Panda tokens, just like that, right? Now, this is the design of our application is ready to go, guys. This is the dark mode, this is the light mode here, right? It will be standardized in dark mode. However, any of us can go into the settings and change it to light mode if you would like to, right? This is the landing page. This is a quick sneak peek of what our application looks like. This is the website version. We've got 2 versions, of course, the mobile and the website version. We have it in dark mode and we have it in light mode as well, right? Now, guys, I'm going to show you something to help you really visualize what Panajo is going to be like next month, right? I hope all of us are ready. Don't blink because you're going to miss something if you blink. Let's go.
This is kind of crazy.
Can you believe that?
There you have it. This is what we have prepared for the world. Live streaming reinvented Panajo. Not only do we have an absolutely brilliant project that's meant for the community, but we also have a world-class application like Panajo. Right now, we're taking a look at the other three applications. I'm not really going to highlight it. TutorX is where we are going to provide accessibility to learning because, mind you, we are using our Ramatron technology, correct? And because we're using our Ramatron technology, that means anybody can start accessing education with our TutorX application, right? Because we're connecting and solving lag worldwide. So all the kids that have had issues with connecting with the lecturers or sitting down for the examinations or being able to study online, they're not going to have the issue anymore worldwide because we have our application TutorX here. It serves as a one-stop education hub for anyone and everyone, especially teachers and students, to experience interactive virtual learning. Now, we have collaborated with UUM, University Utara Malaysia, University Science Malaysia, a lot of universities worldwide. In Thailand, we've got a couple of universities and colleges and schools that have come on board to join us because this is going to change the way that we function as humanity. It changes the way that we learn, changes the way that we stream. It changes the way that we even upload and watch content. Now, it's also changing the way that we apply for jobs. Take a look at this. Show Us. Show Us here is a brand new job marketplace. This is where we are changing the way that people apply for jobs. Because instead of sending your 4-page resume, imagine sending a 1-minute video resume of yourself. For example, this presentation. If I were to do this presentation in a very different way, let's just say Mr. Gopi wanted this presentation, right? And I said, hey, Mr. Gopi, how about I just send you a document? I send you these slides. Take a look at the slides. The slides have everything. But will it be as effective as an actual presentation where you get to look at me and you get to hear my voice? It's two completely different things, right? Now, why are we doing that for people who are looking for jobs? Why are we sending out resumes? Instead, why don't we send out 1-minute videos of ourselves, introducing ourselves, talking about ourselves, our experience, what have we done, what have we achieved, and what we're looking forward to, what we can bring to companies, to organizations. So we're switching it the other way around. This time, employers are looking for the employees through this application, right? You can put up your video. We're going to have millions and millions of people uploading their video resumes, and it's a whole different job marketplace for people to find for employment or partners, or for you to share and show your content or your talent to the world. It's for capturing attention, captivating, convincing, communicating, and connecting made easy. Now, for Pandogo here is where we are highlighting local content creators, local actors, local directors, local moviegoers, right? Because in Netflix, when we go to Netflix, whether we're in India, whether we're in Malaysia, whether we're in Singapore or Thailand, all we see is US films and Korean dramas. That's not right. What about our local content creators? That's why we have Pandogo. Pandogo here will give the freedom to the directors to post and upload dramas, documentaries, comedies, films, all of this, right? It's all at the tip of the fingertips. On top of that, in Netflix, if you were to upload a video or a film, do you know how much it's going to cost you? It's going to cost you so much. So independent videographers can't get on Netflix. On top of that, Netflix takes a huge amount. I think, if I'm not mistaken, about 35 to 40% of your total gross earning, right? Now, the special features of our apps, of all of our apps, blockchain secure because we're using blockchain technology, faster loading because we're using our Ramatron, private because blockchain technology works that way. It's extremely private. All formats, local and global, and we're taking local to global, right? Now, this is what you do with your Panda tokens. Let's just say you earn about you earn about 10,000 Panda tokens by the 5th month, right? What you do is you take your Panda tokens, you go to any one of the exchanges that we have collaborated with, that we're working with, that have listed our Panda token, right? You can choose to buy other cryptocurrencies, or you can choose to convert it to rupees or Malaysian ringgit or US dollars or whatever currency that you would like, or you could choose to spend it back in our into our 4 applications through advertisement, tournaments, VIP status, online purchases, so many things. You've got options, and the utility for your Panda token here is what I need to highlight. This is where your Panda tokens can be utilized in. Right. So now the question is, should I join now or should I join later? is really simple. The Ramatron price right now is $50 USD. Right now, you're receiving 10% global profit sharing if you join today. We still have our affiliate and Metatron introducer reward right now. But after we launch, the Ramatron price is 300 USD. And if you join later, there's no global profit sharing. You'll be missing out on quite a lot. But at least you still have your node earning, right? Now for your Metatron, 250 USD, 20% global profit sharing. But after we launch, the Metatron price is 1000 USD and there's no global profit sharing at all. But at least you still get your node earning of six times higher than the Ramatron, right? So guys, it's either that you guys would like to be a pioneer or an inaugural supporter. So why is Pandosoft a successful project? We have 1 million Ramatrons. We're extremely affordable. I think for the amount that people all over India will be earning, right, with 1000 USD by the fourth month, 6000 USD as a Metatron by the fourth month, I think $50 and $250 is extremely affordable. It just makes too much sense here, right? So we're affordable, we're using blockchain technology to decentralize, and we need the community. That's why we made it affordable, right? We need the community in order to power our applications and to help us decentralize the entire video streaming platform, right? For us to power our 4 apps and for us to create and power up the foundation of our Pando network governance, right? Our Megatron, Metatron, and Ramatron. Now, multi-billion-dollar industries that we're tapping into, we're creating whole new marketplaces, localized content, world-class applications that we have created for you, right? And on top of that, global profit sharing of 10% and 20% here for all of our pioneers. Now, this is our exposure all over the world. We have a lot of news stations that have taken a look at us and realized that this is a crazy project and they wanted to highlight us. Among them are people, I think dozens and dozens, I think about 20, 30 over news stations covered us in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand, especially Thailand. We've got Korea that's coming on board as well with a huge worldwide press release. They're going all over the place, right? About 11 countries as well, right? Look, Mom, we're famous. One of my favorite slides. Around the world, like really famous. And I really do mean it. We've expanded in such a short amount of time all over the world, guys, really, truly all over the world. We've got Singapore. We are a Singapore-based company. Singapore, Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, South Korea, Vietnam, Brunei, Philippines, my favorite, India, Cambodia, USA, Nigeria, Nepal. I just got off a meeting with Nepal, actually, just earlier. Mongolia. You know, guys, join our global community. We have saved some space for you. To be exact, about 127 spaces, 127 Metatrons, right? And this is our social media. You can follow us. You can even watch this particular this particular Zoom meeting on YouTube. I'll get Tulasi to send it out to Mr. Gopi and his friends and affiliates, right? You can follow us on Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. Tulasi takes care of Twitter, especially. Twitter is extremely beautiful. Very well done, Tulasi. Amazing job. Facebook and YouTube as well. Pandosoft.